Thanks for joining the conversation. I'm Christopher M. Michaud. This is the Canadianist Podcast. And in this episode, we're going to talk about why so many Canadians feel politically homeless right now and why it's time for a serious alternative in Ottawa. I tuned into question period yesterday, and what I saw wasn't governance. It was theater. One leader saying, well, it's been 10 years of this. The other replying, I just got here. Back and forth. Applause lines, sound bites, and I found myself thinking, where's the actual debate? Where is the discussion about the price of groceries, about rent and mortgages, about immigration levels and infrastructure strain, about productivity and wages? Instead, we get performance. This is exactly why the United Canadian Centrists exist. We exist because millions of Canadians are not ideological. They are not extreme. They are not partisan warriors. They just want competent governance. Now, let's be honest about what's happening. The Liberals are perceived to be spending without discipline and without prioritizing what Canadians wake up dealing with every morning. The cost of food, the cost of housing, the cost of staying afloat. Global diplomacy matters, trade relationships matter, but domestic stability matters first. When government messaging doesn't match lived experience, frustration builds. On the other side, the Conservatives have tapped into that frustration. But too often they amplify numbers without context, headlines without nuance, outrage without full explanation. Is it incompetence? Is it strategy? Or is it a belief that anger wins elections? Whatever the reason, the result is the same: heat without light. So what we really have is not just a liberal status quo, it's a two-party status quo. One governing without discipline, and one opposing without restraint. And Canadians are stuck in the middle. Here's what serious governance would look like. Immigration levels aligned directly to verified housing starts and infrastructure capacity. If we build 250,000 homes, intake reflects what the system can absorb, not political targets, not optics, measurable capacity. That is not anti-immigration, it is pro-stability. That's the difference between performance and planning. And this is where I want to be very clear. There are millions of politically homeless Canadians in this country right now. People who don't see themselves in the shouting, people who don't trust the spin, people who want judgment instead of theater. Those Canadians need an option. And we are it. We are asking Canadians to send us to Parliament not as another faction, but as the conscience at the center, a balance of power centrist force that demands fiscal discipline before new spending, a balance of power centrist force that insists immigration aligns with infrastructure capacity. A balance of power centrist force that requires full context before fear is amplified. When we say we want balance of power, we mean it, not to obstruct. To steady, Canada does not need more volume, it needs more judgment. And if you're one of the politically homeless Canadians who watch question period and think, is this really the best we can do? Then I'm speaking directly to you. You don't need to join an extreme. You don't need to swallow spin. You need representation. Visit uccparty.ca to see exactly how we would implement fiscal discipline, immigration alignment, and institutional reform. We are building this deliberately, calmly, seriously, because something has to give. And what must give is performance politics. Canada deserves better. I'm Christopher M. Michaud, leader of the United Canadian Centrists. I'm a Canadianist, and if this resonates with you, I invite you to continue the conversation at thecanadianist.news. And to learn more about the United Canadian Centrists and our vision for Canada's future, visit uccparty.ca.